Dinosaur Adventureland in Lenox, Alabama. It is February the 24th, 2023. Of how seahorses make babies. The more I study these different creatures, I wonder what marvel why you atheists don't answer, because you can't answer. You don't have an answer. God had to design it. Anyway, we're at Dinosaur Adventureland in Lenox, Alabama. We're on Rumble. Official, still working to get the channel. They're supposed to let us know tomorrow. They've been saying that how many times now, Randall? Every day. Yeah, Matt said it's supposed to be tomorrow answer, so we'll see. Anyway, meanwhile, Genesis Baptist Church channel. You can watch us on YouTube there or on Rumble. If you don't know how to do Rumble, Randall, how many calls have you taken for people trying to figure it out? At least 800? Okay. We're going to YouTube or do a video on how to do Rumble, because I don't know either. I just click whatever button Randall tells me here. Babies. We are coming to you live from Genesis Baptist Church, Lenox, Alabama. And you can join a support group if you want to help us stay open for free. Go to Dr.Dino.com and any checks to CSE, join our 777 Club. If you want to do that. I don't follow that at all. I don't want to give anybody any more precedence than anybody else. So if you want to come visit, I won't know if you're part of the 777 Club unless you tell me. Okay. To get our video series on science and the Bible and our video series on what on earth is about to happen, about the future according to the Bible. Nope, wrong one. No, we did that already. And we did that one. No, we're not. Okay, March. St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. We're going to honor all the missionaries. So come on down if you're a missionary or have been a missionary. Come on down. Then on April 1st, the big holiday, Atheist Day, April Fool's Day. So come down for Dinosaur Adventureland. All you atheists are invited. We'll have you steak dinner for you Thursday. We will. Okay. And then April 16th is the anniversary of us getting the proper year anniversary. Doings here, all kinds of food and activities and stuff. Try to break the record if you'd like. So we talked about the anglerfish, how they make babies. Nobody answered that one. How did this evolve, guys? We did the tardigrade. Nobody answered that one. The honeybee. Nobody answered that one. And we did the watermelon. Nobody answered that one. And the starfish and the praying mantis and the mud skippers and the beavers and the frog and the octopus and the ant. And you guys are just, what is wrong? You say your evolution is part of science. Okay, give a scientific explanation for how this evolved. The sea sponge, for heaven's sake. Come on, tell us how this happened. The barnacle, the Venus flytrap, the flatworm. Nobody did that one. The needle-beard sea devil. Come on, guys, where are they? Randall, you're putting all these together in a package of DVDs someday, right? When we get a whole DVD package on how they make babies, okay? Blue-banded goby. Nobody did that one. The electric eel last week and tonight. The seahorse. Hi, I'm a seahorse. My creator, me. If you think I evolved from nothing for reason, no designer, you need to go back to school and learn some real science. Tonight we're going to study the seahorse. Here's a dried one in our museum, in our science center. Itty bitty seahorse. They are stunning. Seahorses mainly found in shallow tropical and temperate salt water throughout the world, from anywhere from 45 degrees south to 45 degrees north. They live in sheltered areas such as seagrass beds, estuaries, coral reefs, and mangroves. 4 species are found in Pacific waters from North America to South America from Wikipedia. Seahorse, also seahorse and seahorse, is any of 46 species of small marine fish in the genus Hippocampus. Hippocampus comes from the ancient Greek hippocampus, itself from hippo, meaning horse, and the sea monster. They thought it was a sea monster. Let's see. Seahorses are ferocious predators, relying entirely on live, moving food. They're opportunistic predators, waiting until prey comes close enough and sucking them quickly out of the water with their long snout. Each eye moves independently, allowing the seahorse to maximize its search area. Okay? Seahorses vary in size from 2 centimeters, that big, 14 inches. Adults of some of the smallest species, like Denise's pygmy seahorse, maybe that's Dennis, okay, less than 2 centimeters long. The largest species up to 13.8 inches in length. Seahorses are rather immobile, swimming more slowly than other fishes. When maintaining a vertical position, and propel themselves using a soft rayed dorsal fin, dorsal meaning on their back. That fin on their back wiggles around and they swim in the upright position. They use pectoral head to maneuver, to steer themselves around. Some scientists contend this upright swimming posture evolved shortly after the invention of seagrasses. They always use the word evolved when they write an article, or it won't be peer reviewed and accepted. You got to bow down to the sacred cow of evolution. Seahorses are usually found clinging to plants or tails. Their sedentary habits, coupled with camouflage abilities, render them successful ambush predators. Small organisms swim nearby. A seahorse captures them by rapidly sucking them into its mouth. Here's one about to suck a hermit crab in. Right? The reproductive behavior of the seahorse is notable in that the male carries the fertilized eggs. After an elaborate courtship, the female uses an ovipositor, an egg duct, to place her eggs in a brood pouch located at the base of the male's tail, where the eggs are later fertilized. Oh, what? Hold it, what? She lays her eggs in a pouch, and he has to fertilize them and carry them, and he gets pregnant. How did that evolve? Depending on the species, the eggs remain in the pouch between 10 days and 6 weeks. During this time, the male nurtures the developing young by regulating the chemistry of the fluid inside the pouch. How does he know to do that? He has to get them ready to go live in seawater. He slowly transforms what fluid in the pouch from his internal body fluid to that of salt water as pregnancy progresses. Why do male seahorses give birth? Seahorse males do something highly unusual in the animal kingdom. They get pregnant and deliver their offspring. Scientists don't have a clear reason why seahorses evolved this way, the word evolved in, or it won't be reviewed. Right, guys? I understand. But they theorize this is one of the ways seahorses try to species survive. Wait a minute. They evolved the ability for the male to get pregnant to help the species survive. Are you guys dumb in any other area, or is that the only one? There must be of dumb, and that's got to be top level right there. What did they just say? Although the male carries the eggs, he doesn't make them. After a male and female seahorse spend time, the female deposits her eggs inside the male's pouch. He fertilizes the eggs inside the pouch. His pouch is a complex organ that regulates temperature, blood flow, and water salinity for the eggs as they hatch. So the babies are as prepared as possible for life in the ocean. Depending on the species, seahorses can deliver from 5 to more than 1,000 babies at a time. Unfortunately, only 5 out of 1,000 survive to adulthood. The babies are so tiny they can't eat the same plankton food as their parents, so their choices are limited. To nourish the growing young, the male also produces and releases the hormone prolactin, which helps break down the proteins contributed by the female. How did this whole complex thing happen bit by bit, evolve? Come on, guys. You atheists are strangely silent on this entire series of making babies. Instead, they want to pick on something else, everything. Oh, Ken Hovind went to jail. That's the point, okay? How did the seahorse evolve? Once they hatch, the male convinces his body and expels the young through a single opening in the pouch. Their dad given birth to a whole bunch of baby seahorses. The young are miniature versions of their parents that receive no further care. You're born, you're done, kid. You're on your own. I mean, if you got 1,000 babies to take care of, I think that's about the best you can do. Kid. Eureka alert. Whoa. Let's see. The world's smallest seahorse discovered. 16 millimeters. A little over 1.5 centimeters. Let's see, to put that in perspective, a penny is about 1.5 centimeters. So the world's smallest seahorse would fit on a penny. Now pay attention, all you atheists, focus, Daniel-san. The seahorse genome and the evolution of its specialized morphology. And all these people peer-reviewed it. And watch how many times they use the word evolution. You have to, or it won't get published. And that's how you get famous and get money in your little world, isn't it? Okay. The seahorse genome and the evolution of its specialized morphology. Members of this whole seahorse, pipefish, sea dragon group, 300 species, have a complex array of morphological innovations. Oh, the seahorse just imagined this, didn't he? He made it up. He innovated it, yeah. The special morphological phenotypes. Hang on, back up one. Just happened, just evolved by chance. And they draw lines on paper connecting the seahorse to all kinds of different fish. This is pure imagination. This is lines drawn on paper. They'll always use that word related. They say, well, this one's related to that. Stop, shut up. No, nothing's related. The dog is not related to the coyote. Dog and the coyote have babies. They turn out dogs or coyotes. They may have a common ancestor. Related. Adaptations and evolutionary rate. I see. We predicted 23,000 genes in the genome based on homology and by mapping RNA sequence data of closely related species. They're not closely related. The oarfish and the seahorse are not related at all. The lined seahorse. Let's see. The analysis of gene family evolution. There it is again. Got to use that word evolution. Okay. Let's see. The higher compared with other teleos, indicating that neutral evolutionary rate. The high molecular contribute to evolutionary novelties. The evolution of an elongated body plan, like they just designed this. They want to have a long body, okay? Male pregnancy is an evolution. It's a brilliant idea. The seahorses said, hey guys, let's let the men get pregnant instead of the women. And they all voted, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. The genes that make seahorses so weird. Tiger-tailed seahorse has 6 copies of a gene linked to male pregnancy. Horses are bizarre little ocean anomalies. From their tube-shaped snouts to their prehensile tail, I mean, they can grab things with their tail. Most cannot do that, okay? Perhaps the most unusual trait is the males that give birth. Now, for the first time, a research team has begun to investigate the genetic basis for evolutionary oddities. There it is again. Sequencing and analyzing the genome of the male tiger-tailed seahorse. Okay. Seahorse species, the team reports today in Nature magazine, evolved at a faster rate than its ancestors. I'm telling you, those of you just new to this whole topic, there's a war going on. Those who believe in evolution have to praise evolution, or they don't get published and they don't get jobs and they lose their job in public school.